Ed, the market was expected to fall this morning. How did it open?
It's open lowered, Laura, down about 0.4%, which is what was expected. And part of the reason was we had little lead-in from overseas. There was a public holiday in the UK and US, so their markets were closed. But yesterday, our market did hit an intraday all-time high. So it's fallen back a bit since then, but it's still very close to that record high level. Overnight, one thing that did move was the iron ore price. It's now getting back to $200 a tonne. It's been falling basically since the federal budget, where it was around $230 a tonne US. Fell to about 180 a tonne. Now it's coming back up to 200. It's all to do with steel prices in China going up again, and steel mills over there are happy to pay more money for iron ore, and it's pushing up the price. So it's good for our economy and good for the market as well.
Yeah, indeed. The Treasurer will be pretty happy about those numbers, I would have thought. Now, Ed, the RBA cash rate decision is expected later today, but no policy change.
No policy change. The cash rate has been at the record low of 0.1% since November last year, and the Governor, Philip Lowe, said in his statement last month that it's very unlikely it's going to be rising the cash rate until at least 2024 at the earliest. That's when they expect inflation to be between 2% and 3% per annum. It's about 1.1% at the moment. But last month, the Governor did talk a bit about property prices in his statement. Expect him to talk about that again. Last month, it was all about how first home buyers are really rushing into the market, and the Reserve Bank is going to be watching the market closely, the property market closely. And today, we've actually had some data from CoreLogic saying property prices in the month of May across Australia rose 2.2%. So prices keep on rising, and CoreLogic say a lot of that price increase was from the very top end of the market. The ultra premium properties seem to be going for much, much more money than expected, and that's the thing that's pushed up the prices over the last 4 weeks.
Ed, it's really interesting because we heard comments a couple of months ago about these property prices, and I can't remember, was the RBA or the Treasurer saying, well, it's really up to the banks to keep an eye on this as well. So can you see more and more, as the RBA doesn't move, that individual banks might do on their fixed or variable rates?
Definitely, and we've actually seen banks slowly starting to raise their fixed mortgage rates over the last couple of months. So they're starting to take action. The Reserve Bank and APRA haven't really been doing too much in this space at the moment, and the market is just going bananas. So some of the banks are now trimming their mortgage rates for clients because they're maybe a little bit concerned that they're getting a bit over leveraged on their loans, and we'll probably see that start to happen more and more over the next few months.
Okay, it's certainly one to keep an eye on. Ed, thanks so much.